All right, video's recording. Screenshot. Everyone good?
Good.
How do you look? Do you like your camera angle there?
Yep.
You're not even looking. Are you looking at it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, just checking. All right, here we go.
Live.
From the Queen City studio.
Oh my God! With the Deacon live.
Right now.
Ready?
Yes.
Welcome back, guys. You're listening to Deacon Live right here on Prophet Radio. Give us a call at the station at 407-448-8800. Text us live at any time at 407-448-8800. We are live in the Queen City studio, located in downtown Charlotte, North Carolinians. Linian. Over to my far right-hand side is Teacher-man. How are you?
I'm doing great, man.
And make sure you're following us on through the Prophet Radio website, and you can see we have the live streaming going on. And Teacher-man, have you ever heard of Patreon?
No, I have not.
I'm going to tell you a story about Patreon here in a minute, and what it is it's not a crowdfunding thing. It's a support website that actually supports artists and people that do stuff and give it out to the public, and people go, I like that. I'm going to support $1 a month. I'm going to give you $1 a month. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And the trade-off is you get an outside of what's going on the regular, that all the that fly is going to eat.
That fly's killing me.
The fly is going to eat your eyeballs. Well, here, the great thing is, I'm going to get to Patreon here in a little. I'm going to drag on anymore. So you're listening to Deacon Live right here on Prophet Radio. Teacher-man is back. He's with us again. And, he's not flying anywhere. He's not going anywhere.
Nope, not yet.
So, you know what? Last week it was a total debacle with the whole sitting on the scale or you standing on the scale. I have it down. Teresa was trying to fix it, trying to get it to go from kilograms to pounds. I can't.
That should be easy enough to figure out.
And there's 4 buttons on the top of it. One says memory, one says select, and on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side are 2 little buttons that go. It says arrow up, arrow down. Now the scale you can program. I'm not going to get into it, but the scale you can program 4 people. So you hit, memory. P1. All right, that's me. P1. Select. And then it goes through what you told, how high you are, which is in centimeters. For what? It doesn't say foot and inches, so it's already set in the metric scale. What does the metric scale? What is a metric scale?
Well, maybe it is a metric scale, and that's you have to read it in metrics. Have you ever used that scale where it registered pounds?
Actually, I stole that out of our bathroom at home. So I don't.
Apparently, you stole it out of a bathroom at home where you never used the scale.
Well, I don't use the scale at the bathroom at home. My wife does, but women are like that. They're and by the way, I opened up my show beer. So if you're watching this,
you did that all by yourself.
I
real
did.
Quick.
You know what? I'm not hot and sweaty and the weather's getting cooler. The weather's getting so much cooler.
Beautiful. I'm watching now. Oh, glug 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 glug. But at least it didn't take you a half hour to open a damn thing.
I know. Hey, nice shirt, by the way. I see. You look like the grunge era, like Kurt Cobain and the flannel shirt.
Look more like Grizzly Adams.
Your beard's not long enough. It's getting there.
Yeah.
You look homeless almost. You can give us a call at the station at 407-448-8800. So the weather's changing, and the scale that we had, Teacher-man, last time you said you had to go to the doctor. How did the doctor visit go? You had a big doctor's visit, big one. You said you had to get up early. You couldn't stay and party with us after the show.
I had to get up early. I went there early, and
what happened?
Well, actually, I lost 4 pounds. So I mean, no. I shit you not.
Okay,
I lost
where's
4
the paperwork?
pounds.
Because they give you the paperwork when you leave. How much does it say that you weighed?
It's out in the car. I believe it was two.
Well, save it,
Okay.
and we'll go out. Make you go out there and get it. So go get. I'm going to write this down. Get.
Yeah, when you get the scale up here and you get on the scale, I'll go get the paperwork.
No,
we're not going to work on my health.
Yes.
On the air.
Yes.
No.
Everyone cares about you.
Yeah. Well, they care about you too.
They don't give 2 shits about me. No, they don't. Believe me, they don't.
Right. Paperwork's at home.
Right. So it's getting cooler outside, and Teacher-man's got his flannel. Whatchamahoo's it on?
It's a quilted flannel shirt.
Do you have a? Is it
There's a T-shirt under it.
I was gonna say, is that right on your nipples? That rusty thing or the rough thing? I guess.
No, it's soft.
So when you're out in the cold, and we're getting into the cold season now, the cooler season now here in the Carolinas. What's one thing? I'm softballing you here. So what's one thing that gets cold all the time? You wish you could protect. You wish you could, when you're cold, you put on, thicker socks. You put on
My nose.
Your nose, right?
My nose, and my nose runs.
It does run. Now, outside of a scarf, because if you're trying to communicate with people, you're wrapping your face with a scarf, right? For the most part.
Yeah.
And then that's not very fashionable, especially if you're out in public, especially if you're single out in public.
Right.
And you're at bars and whatnot, and you're trying to. Damn it! I did it. You see what I did?
What'd you do?
I said the and whatnot, and you said not to say that anymore. I gotta train myself not to. Do not say and whatnot. I'm writing it on my hand. I'll get that tattooed later from Grumpy Chris. So, the nose is one of the things. Now, I worked for PepsiCo way back in the day, and at PepsiCo we had a cooler. We had a cool dock. The dock was constantly 35 degrees, 36 degrees, and we also had a freezer. And it was a smaller freezer. And I say smaller freezer, it was probably about maybe 10,000 square foot. I mean, that's a big freezer, but when you're running machines and you're storing stuff, that's not very big. There's one guy who you got a dollar extra an hour to work in the freezer, and he had this mask, and the mask had eye hole cutouts
And a mouth.
and it had almost like a bird beak, like it would come out straight, like a triangle straight off his nose. The bottom was completely open. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as you're driving, that if you're watching the camera, he had like a pyramid here, but the bottom of the pyramid was open, so he could breathe in and out. And then he had a little slit for his mouth, and that was it. And it was black, and he looked scary. We call him the Birdman because he had like this almost like
bird beak.
He had this bird beak on the front of his face. Well, guess what? The new fad is now. Oh Jesus! It's. I'm ready to just give up. I'm ready to give up. There are. Hold on, let me find the thing here. I know. Story of my life. Here is the newest fad that people are doing. I don't know who's doing it, but someone's doing it. There are people who are actually wearing nose warmers, and if you're watching this on the live streaming, you can see on the screen here, nose warmers. Look at that. From delish.com. Now, I don't know if this is a true website or not. It must be. It's got advertisement and everything on it. Here you go. People are actually wearing these nose warmers. Great for staying warm, bad for looking fashionable.
I kind of like them.
Do you really?
I kind of like them.
You would wear that?
Now the face piece that I used to wear in the cold when I was growing up in New York, it had two eye holes.
Right.
And it had a mouth hole. It didn't have any hole for the nose.
Right.
Mainly because when you breathe in air, you want that air warmed.
Right.
And so that cover over your nose was better than just having it open. Warm the air.
Right. But and that's how like a lot of people started robbing banks and stuff. They had that ski mask. It's a ski mask.
Yeah, it is. It's exactly what it is.
It's the typical ski mask. But this thing, this nose thing, as soon as this commercial stops playing, I wish I could skip the ad. There's another thing. Keep your hands toasty warm from Delish. There's delish.com. So here we go. Let's see what they're saying.
Okay.
And I guess not. I guess there's nothing really for... Thought they were going to talk about it. Guess not. So here it is. As the temperatures drop and you start reaching for the... Let me find them. I'm going to refresh this real quick. I'll cut this out in post. So. I want you to see what it looks like, and I want you to tell me what it looks like. I'm going to go back here. So look at my screen here. What does that actually look like, the little nose warmer?
I don't know what you're looking for out of me here.
Describe it.
It looks like a...
It looks like someone knitted.
Wool type of dealio.
It looks like a beanie that you would put on your head, like a Scully for your head, but it's on your nose, and it's got 4 straps that go one, wraps around your ear. So it's like I don't know, it looks like you had surgery or something.
It looks like it would keep your nose warm.
It would keep your nose warm, but you look ridiculous with that thing. So here's the thing: as temperatures drop, you start reaching for your coat, scarf, gloves, but now start grabbing the nose warmer. Nose warmer. It's exactly what it sounds like, and we can't stop looking at these pictures. Our business started small. This is from a quote from the actual people who created these things. And you know what? They're one step. Like I said, it's a knitted thing. I think Grandma knitted it for the kids one year.
Yeah.
And then, started selling it like the Marshville Festival that we had. One of those side booths where it's like only $20 to have a tent on the. Oh my God, what is that? Oh, these are nose warmers. Oh, those look great. How much are they? For you, $3, and then $3 turned to $5, and I think they're probably fashionable now. They're probably like $30-$40 now.
Probably.
Idiots. Right here, I was just going to say, right here, the nose warmer goes for about $8.86, which means you mostly will spend about $12.31 to get this gem product to your door. That's with shipping.
No, boy.
And, it should be one of those things where, there it is. That's what it looks like. Look at that.
And that it looks like it only has one. I guess it goes around the ear one time.
That one looks like it ties in the back, but it looks like a nipple on the end of it.
I you know what? I like the idea.
Do you really? Look,
yes, I do.
seven.
There's a fashionable statement.
Oh yeah,
right
this
there.
one looks like your shirt. This one looks like
right.
It's got the Argyle. That's not Argyle? Yeah, that's Argyle. No.
It's Scotch plaid.
Scotch plaid is what I meant to say. Look, she's got a little fuzzy.
Oh, little leopard.
Little leopard. Oh my God, this is what? Really? It's one of those things where you watch. You've seen Shark Tank, and you're like going, every day I bump my knee on this table, or I bump my, or I do something stupid, and some guy will go, "Hey, that's an idea for a product," and the guy will pitch it to the Shark Tank guys, and the Shark Tank guys will go, I'm out. That's too stupid. That's a little too ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, nose warmers. So if you want to, I don't know if you want to send it as a gag gift. Look, it literally looks like it's a knitted.
Well, you know what? If you want to send me one as a gag gift, that's a gag gift I'd use.
If I get you one, I'm going to get one of these for you, and
I'll wear it on the show.
Will you really?
Sure. I think I would love the heebie-jeebies out of that.
Would you really? Oh, that's going to be...
Because, honest to goodness, when it gets cold, my nose really gets cold.
But that thing wraps around your whole entire nose, and your nose... What happens when you get cold? Your eyes water, and what happens when your eyes water?
It freezes?
Well, your eyes water, and then it runs into your sinuses, and then your sinuses do what? Into your nose.
Right.
And your nose runs. So you're going to have
Well, that's easy. See, you could just pick up the tip and blow it out.
No, you're going to have frozen boogers all over the thing. Believe me, I worked in the freezer at PepsiCo like I was telling you. I didn't have the thing. All right, well, when we come back, we're going to talk about we're going to talk about Teacher-man's bed, and maybe he'll never have to leave it because it's going to be cold out here in the next couple weeks or so. So you're listening to Deacon Live right here on Prophet Radio. Stick around. We'll be right back.
I know what you mean by skunk taste. When beer goes green.
Hold on. You ready?
Yeah.
Come back.
Oh, okay.
That sounds like we'll come right back and talk about it.
I thought you. Yeah.
Welcome back. You're listening to Deacon Live right here on Prophet Radio. My name is the Deacon. Over to my far right hand side is Teacher-man.
Hey, yes, and I noticed
what
when you were sucking on that beer just a little while ago.
Right.
You made kind of a kisser.
Yeah, I did. Well, it tasted skunky.
I know what skunk beer. Yeah.
The only way I can explain it is the only way I think that happens, and correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, by the way, we're live in the Queen City studio located in downtown Charlotte, North Carolina. Give us a call at any time at 407-448-8800. Don't forget to go to the Prophet Radio website and click on the Be Heard section, and you can send a direct message right to us, and we'll play it on the air. And the only way I can think that happened is it got really, really hot at one time. Like when they made it, went into the case and it went to the distributor, and then it got really, really hot, and then it got
cooler went out or something,
and then it got really, really cold again.
Yeah,
and then it got hot and then got cold again. That's the only thing I can think of, and it only happens in my opinion, only happens to the big 40 ounces.
And that's usually how it happens.
Well, I mean,
when they're cold
Uh-huh.
and they refrigerate it, you can't let them get warm.
right. So I think this might have been left around because the Miller High Life that I drink or get from the store that I get, they're constantly. I mean, they've got. You ever seen like the cooler racks?
Yeah.
And then you pull a bottle out and one slides forward. You pull a bottle out.
Right.
Well, they don't have pull the bottle out and slide forward. It basically, you reach in there and grab them, and it must be at least 10 face wide, 10 quarts wide, or 40s wide, and probably 15 deep. That's how much they burn through. Well, on the side of town down, the little corner store over off Freedom Drive.
Yeah, okay.
That's where I grab them before I come
right.
up to the studio.
right.
Because there's no local store like that around the station here. So we were talking about Teacher-man. Teacher-man got a new bed, got a new...
yes, I did.
He didn't get the purple mattress like we have at the French. But and refresh everyone's memory, what did you get?
Well, I got a Sleep Science Tempur-Pedic, and what I got yesterday was my mattress cover because
No. Don't skip over the bed.
Okay.
Tell them what the bed does. It vibrates you.
All right. Okay.
You didn't F it, did you?
Oh no. No.
That's an inside joke.
No, I mean it's
Podcast.
so comfortable, and it's
It doesn't get you hot?
Not at all.
Okay, so it's
Not
a
at
memory
all.
foam that adjusts.
It's an adjustable bed. It will raise my back, raise my head. It will raise my knees, raise my feet. It'll massage my legs and feet. It'll massage my back.
How does it massage your leg and feet? You're literally in a vertical or horizontal position.
Okay, I've got like what would be
like
tantamount to a TV remote.
Like a smart chair would, or not?
No,
okay.
Well, it's
sharper image.
There's no wire.
Okay.
There's no wires.
Ooh.
No wires.
Fancy.
And it's got the buttons on, and it's got a middle button that's very easy to find. That you press that button, and all the buttons light up. So
you can
that
find
doesn't
the
even
damn
do
thing.
that on my goddamn TV.
I hate that. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I can look at it and I can see where the head is. I can see where the feet are. I can see where the massage is, and it's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
It's fantastic. So what I did since I got the bed was I put a big quilt on top of the mattress because I wanted to use it.
Sure.
And then I put a couple of blankets on top of the quilt. Just to keep it protected, and I ordered a mattress protector, which is waterproof. And
now, why do you need a mattress protector? Now, I understand. Let me explain this. I understand us at the French because the dogs used to jump up on the bed, and the dogs sometimes couldn't get off the beds. We have at the time we had 3 bulldogs and we have a miniature pincher. Now I hate to say down to, but we lost a couple. They were old. I mean, they were
right.
They were on their way out. I mean, it was a tough summer, but we don't let the dogs up on the bed anymore. But they would have accidents. They would literally have accidents, or they would sit there. There's one bulldog that we call Cookie Puss, and she will sit there and
drooling all over the place.
Yeah, just chew like she's teething. She's 8 years old, but she sits there and just gnaws on the blanket or the pillow. But other than that, what do you need? I drool. I drool in my sleep. You should see your pillow.
Yeah.
You should see my pillow when you take the pillowcase off.
I drool, and sometimes and believe it or not, if I have been working out in the yard and I scratch myself.
I was gonna say you don't go straight to bed, do you?
No.
Gross.
No. But in the middle of the night, I might have a scab that itches, and I scratch it, and the fucker bleeds. So
Why do you have to cuss when?
So the
son of a bitch,
son of a gun bleeds, and so I want to protect the mattress against that.
Okay, that makes sense.
And listen, I am getting older, and as my father got older, he would have a little, like in the middle of the night, just like he'd wake up. Oh, I got to go to the bathroom, and it would be a little bit of that would, you know what I mean by it.
I'm not at that point yet, but I understand what you're talking about.
You'll know when you get one. Well, I
just worry about wiping my ass 100%. Make sure when I get back in the bed, I don't have like skid marks.
Yeah, right. And I've had that. But
gross.
Yeah. But
So you got a mattress cover on it, and I was thinking that
Right.
when you got a mattress cover, that I was thinking you're like sitting in bed eating like a egg drop soup or something, and you're worried about getting.
Oh, it could. I mean, definitely could. I don't eat in bed very often. I used to a long time ago.
Right.
But I don't eat in bed very often
Okay.
because it's easier to eat in the living room in my recliner.
No, it's not. You got this awesome bed that you're laying in now.
Yeah. and what I want to get one of those little bed tray tables.
See, it's already started.
Yeah.
It's already started.
Well,
you're going to eat in bed.
Probably.
Pretty soon you'll have one of the funnels where you can just pee off the side of the bed
Yeah.
into a funnel that runs out the front door or the side door.
Well, you know what I did the other day?
What's that?
I told my wife, my wife. I told my daughter
Right.
that this
Sometimes
happened
she
to me.
thinks she treats you and makes sure that you're paying attention.
Yeah. But I don't know if I told you, but I had fallen and I was pissed.
Oh, God.
Because I wanted to sleep in my bed. Mm-hmm. But I fell asleep in my recliner.
Okay. Well, you're allowed. You're over 50.
And I have a snack table next to the recliner, and I went to turn over.
Hold on. Snack table, translated to the people down in lower Florida, is a TV tray.
Well, no, it's not a TV tray.
Yeah.
It's a table. It's got legs all the way to the floor.
Okay. Well,
And you call that a TV tray?
I call it a TV tray.
Okay, we called it a snack table.
I know. I call
in
it a
New York.
snack table now, so I don't feel like a moron.
Yeah, so anyway, I knocked the whole fucking thing over and woke me up. I mean, my phone was on it. I had plates on it. I had silverware on it. I mean, I had everything on it.
Your hot sauce?
No, nothing was open, thank goodness. So that was that.
So did you clean it up?
Yeah, in the morning.
All right. So are you ready for Halloween? You got all your candy and stuff? Are we doing anything? Because normally we go to your place.
Well, that's fine and dandy. We can do that. But I was thinking,
'Cause the French-
shit, it's the middle of the week.
I know, and the French doesn't have. I mean, there's maybe half a mile before you have kids. Now, granted, we have new neighbors like down on the bottom of the hill here at the French, and they've got. Here's the thing. They've got 5 kids. Is that right? They got 5 kids? I forget.
5,
Okay,
yes.
they got 5 kids. But I think they're. I don't know what. I mean, I understand they're strong religious background, which is great. Do
Do you think they could be Jehovah's Witness?
I don't know if they're Jehovah's Witness or not.
Jehovah.
Right. So, but I don't know if they. I was setting out lights the other day out front of French because I bought, Walmart and Lowe's and all those people. I know I'm a Home Depot person. Believe me, I'd live there if I could, but there's no Home Depot around us right now.
And you're a Halloween person.
And I'm a Halloween person, and they've got the strobe lights and all these stuff, these fancy stuff.
Neat stuff.
Neat stuff that was so unattainable when we were growing up. I relied on can lights and colored light bulbs and cutouts over the colored lights to put like a cat image on the wall.
Do you know what? You know what the sum and substance of our
What?
Halloween decoration
What?
was? A pumpkin on a stoop.
That was it.
Hollowed out pumpkin with a candle in it on our stoop.
See, it's the only time of year where I can actually be creative. I mean, Christmas you can be creative at Christmas, but some people get a little judgy, like, that Christmas tree really didn't look very Christmassy. You
Yeah.
get these, holier than thou, pardon the pun, Christians that, you try to be Christmassy, and then, of course, we'll take religion out of Christmas, and then it's,
I wouldn't care what they had to say.
But Halloween, you could do whatever you want. Grace, I got out on the one pasture. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make. You know what shadow people are?
Yes.
Okay, so I made Shadow Ghost, and I took a piece of, I think like a 3x8 sheet of plywood and cut out ghost figures, and then cut out the eyes and painted the whole thing black. And of course, we don't have street lights out on the French, so I screwed them to the fence. And as cars drive by, you get the back light or the front light or anything behind them.
And they look awesome.
And they're
you have 'em
scary as hell.
Did you move them from the trees, or did you have them on the trees?
Yeah,
too?
I put them out on the trees, and I couldn't see them coming home when we left the studio the other night. So I put them out on the far pasture.
Okay.
So you have
Okay.
to see it next time you come over.
All right.
So-
I'll be looking for them.
What about scary movies? You like scary movies?
I have to be in the mood, but yes, I do like scary movies. But they have to be good ones.
Are you watching Netflix? Hey, did you bring your Fire Stick over, by the way? The Amazon.
No,
All right, well, I'm not
forgot
going
it again.
to screw that.
I'll bring it this weekend.
Well, I've been watching, Netflix right now has a whole bunch of, click on here for scary movies and click on here for scary movies and, this and that and haunting of this and the scariness of this. And anyways, there's a new series out right now that people are literally puke vomiting. They're so scared. Puke vomiting. They're like, and they're turning it off in the middle of the episodes or whatever. It's 10 episodes.
And then they're saying, I love it.
I love it. Hold on. I need to get my mattress cover and clean this up. And, but I watched the whole, I sat down this past Sunday and I watched it from nose to tail, soup to nuts. Am I using that right?
Soup to nuts.
I'm trying to use your terminology so we can communicate here.
End to end.
End to end, neuter to tutor. What's the other one I said when we were in the kitchen? Tutor to shooter. When you eat an animal.
Hooter to pooter or something like
I
that.
don't know.
Yeah.
The snooter to tutor.
From snooter to pooter.
All right. All right, so I'm gonna give you my review on this new Halloween. It's not a Halloween. It's just one of those scary haunting movies, and it takes a lot to create. I mean, because every haunting idea has been done.
Yeah.
Except for there was a really good one called Cabin in the Woods. I don't know if you've seen that. It's great.
I have.
It's an awesome movie. Highly recommend it. But this new Netflix movie, I'm gonna give you my review on it.
Don't give it away now.
I'm not giving it away.
Haven't seen it.
I know I'm not giving it away. So when we come back, I'm going to tell you about the new Netflix series. It's getting a lot of buzz about people puke vomiting while they're watching the show. You're listening to Deacon Live right here on Proper Radio.
And what was the name of the show?
I'm going to tell you when we come back.
Okay.
All right, bye. Like I'm on the phone. All right, bye. Talk to you later.
See you later.
All right, bye. Ready?
Yeah, I remember when Amy got you that. I was wondering what the hell it was for.
Yeah, it's to do live broadcast.
Ready? Can I open it?
Okay. See, look at you do.
Did I fuck up the camera?
No, you're still good. There's no camera on that one, ding dong.
No, this one here.
No, you're still good on that one. All right, go ahead. You can open it. Got it?
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm going to have it before I don't put it down.
Okay. Welcome back. You're listening to Deacon Live right here. As he guzzles down real quick. You're listening to Deacon Live right here on the Prophet Radio network. Is that what we're calling it? No, it's not what we're calling it. That's, oh, God. If the bigwigs heard me say that, they'd be like going, you know what, let's not.
I'd have your job tomorrow.
Yeah, you would have this job and you'd be sitting here going, oh, it's Teacher-man Live. You're listening to Deacon Live right here on Prophet Radio. Give us a call at any time at 407-448-8800. We are live from the Queen City studio located in downtown Charlotte, North Carolina. What? Oh, you're waving?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't forget we are live on the you know what? We are on YouTube, and what I was going to talk about is Patreon. And Patreon is a new crowdfunding. And I hate to say crowdfunding because it sounds like you're begging for money, but it's not. And what has happened, and I'll give you a little background on what Deacon Live is. Okay, Deacon Live is its own Prophet Radio. They're the big company. They're the big mega guys who do all the stuff.
Right.
Now, I work for Prophet Radio part-time doing commercials and whatnot for them. But Deacon Live basically is us. It's myself. It's Teacher-man. It's all our outside sponsors. It's all our little special events that we go to. We do a lot of shaking babies and kissing hands. But we get paid for that, to do that. But outside of that, Prophet Radio gave us a budget, and they said anything outside of this budget, you guys have to fend for yourself. So let's say, for example, just playing with numbers, let's say I get $100 a week. I get $100 a week to do this show. And I need a new camera. Well, that camera costs, $39. So out of my pocket, station doesn't pay for it.
Right.
Out of my pocket, I have to pay $39 for this camera right here that I'm looking at. Hold on, I'm going to blow up all the cameras so everyone can see all the cameras that we got and make sure.
It sounds like a GoFundMe page, but
it's not a GoFundMe. Believe me, it's not a GoFundMe, and I'm trying to make it.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with them.
Well, I don't want to say I'm begging. I'm not begging for money. I'm not. But what it is, because myself and you, we do very well here at the station. We do very
Right.
well for what we do. But the thing is, hold on. There, I got the big screen. So I've got camera 1, camera 2, camera 3, camera 4. So right there at $79 a piece, each camera, let's say $80 to make it easy.
Right.
That's $320.
Right.
I had to shell out $320 to have these cameras in the studio, and we set them up every time we come in. That's why we sit down, and I'm like, "Does your camera angle look good?" And camera, and we connect to the main motherboard that goes into the station.
It's all right.
It's all right. So the other shows on this on Profit Radio do not do that. We do, and that's where we're kind of at the advantage, over the other shows. So I'm just letting you know there's a .com. It's called Patreon. I'm gonna spell it for you. Patreon.
Patreon.
Patreon.com. And if you go to that and you search Deacon Live, we're not I'm trying to phrase this as it's your support. Hey, we like what you do, Deacon. We like listening to Teacher-man. Teacher-man, tell us more about your bed. Deacon, tell us more about your French. You guys keep the videos running, keep everything going on. We love what you do. And basically we have set up, we just set it up here at the station. Or we set it at the station here. And what it does is it allows our listeners. Everything right now is free. Everything's free, and we'll never charge you for a single dime as far as all the audio feeds and everything that you get right now. So what you hear right now is free. It's a beautiful. I love it. We're heard in over 20 countries, 20 some odd countries right now, and I can list them, but the list is too long, and I don't want to take up a whole segment of the show.
Uh-huh.
So what it does is allows, let's say Teacher-man, you heard Deacon Live and you like what was going on. I like that show. Hey, you know what? Let me throw these guys a buck. You ever tip the pizza guy when he comes over?
Sure.
Remember we were at the French the other night and the pizza guy showed up, and what did he say? He said, "I get bigger tips when I do this, or I get bigger."
He gets bigger tips when he uses his girlfriend's car, because he's got a BMW.
Right.
And so when he drives up in the BMW, people say, "He don't need no damn tip."
Right. Yeah, we're not driving a BMW here by any means.
No.
But what I'm saying is we put on a good product here. It takes a lot of work between, and boo-hoo-hoo, I don't want to say boo-hoo-hoo. Myself and Teacher-man, we do a lot of work. There's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the cameras that we do here. And if you enjoy what we do, perfect. There's a little, we have a couple tiers and stuff. All you have to do, if you want to hey, I support you, Teacher-man. I support you, Deacon. Here's a, and you just click on it, and here's $1. And you know what? By all means, we'll send you a sticker pack, and we'll announce your name right here on the station. Right here on the station. And then guess what? You're on an elite group of people that have donated or been part of. You're basically a sponsor of the show.
To help us keep doing what we can keep doing.
We'll keep doing it no matter what. But what I'm saying is, you ever tried to buy airtime on a radio station?
No.
Believe me, it's expensive. It gets into the 4 digits for 1 week. If you want,
I can imagine.
And I've worked at several radio stations, it gets into 4 or 5 digits per week. Anyway, so I'm just here. You know what? I think I ate up this segment. Anyway, so if you go to Patreon and you want to if you want to part own, that's the only way I can think about it, is you want to part own this broadcast, and you can tell us what to say. You can tell us what to do. I want to hear more about Teacher-man. Screw you, Deacon. I want to hear about the French, or I want to hear about, what's going on here, what's going on there. By all means, you go to Patreon, PATR. Hold on. EON, and click on Deacon Live. There's only 2 tiers right now. Right now it's $1, and you punch in $1. I'll say your name on the air. You join this list of elite people that have joined, and the only way you can see it is if you donate $1, so you can see all the other people that have donated. And you get a sticker pack. We'll send a sticker pack out for you. There's also a $5 tier, and the $5 tier gets you a little bit more in-depth and in-close video chats and whatnot that we do here. I said it. That's twice. That's twice I said it, and whatnot. But anyways, just to let you guys know, we're not sitting here Scrooge McDucking money, But what we do hard for you. We work hard for you and to produce all this stuff. Teacher-man, do you have anything? I'm almost out of breath.
Yes. The only thing I'm afraid of is I don't want us to sound like, this is our fundraising week at our PBS station.
Right.
It's
not NPR. It's not.
Right. We, whatever. I mean, whatever you can do is fine. And if you don't do anything, we're going to still be here.
We'll be here, but we'll be like in sedentary. And there's so much stuff that we can do. I've been using the GoPro camera around the French and whatnot 3 times. Damn it! When I hit 5, you're allowed to hit me.
Come across the table and whack you.
So have I bored you enough? Because we're going to talk about Halloween some more. So. Netflix, Halloween. What's your favorite Halloween episode or Halloween story or scary movie? Let's do it that way.
You know what? I'll tell you the movie that scared the ever-loving shit out of me.
At what age?
Well, I was in college. That's how old I was.
All right.
I was dating my wife.
Okay.
We went to a drive-in movie and we watched Night of the Living Dead.
Okay.
And I swear to God, we were looking around the car for people coming to get us.
Were you really?
I swear.
Pussy.
Pussy. You know what? You can call me that. Because that movie scared the shit out of us.
You know what movie scared the shit out of me? And this was growing up. What year did Jaws come out?
70...
79, maybe? 78?
No, earlier than that. Maybe the early 70s.
If we only had a machine,
the early 70s,
a machine that we could.
Because I went to see it with my father-in-law.
Well, anyways, I saw it in the theaters, and I'm a young kid.
Yeah,
I'm young, and that scared the ever-loving bejesus out of me. Jaws. That's why I don't go in the water.
Well, I surfed. It didn't keep me out of the
I
water.
know it didn't bother you anymore. But you know what gets me now? The scary movies that get me now. I mean, there's this bootleg, really, really low budget movie called VHS. Have you seen it?
No.
VHS, it's V/H/S. And it is very, very, low budget. But they come up with some crazy ideas. And essentially the story is, they set the story. It's supposed to be like one of those reality things where the kids break into someone's house and they're like going, look at all these old videos, and they pop in a video and you see the static on the screen and it goes, whatever the title is, and then it plays that scene.
Yeah.
And they go crazy, and they're wackadoo. But the movie that scares me the most is the movies that don't do, you ever seen what do they call it? Jump scares?
No, I don't know what that is.
Jump scares, basically what happens, you're sitting there and, the music's getting louder. And the music's getting louder. And then all of a sudden, a cat jumps in front of you and you're like, oh, damn it!
Yeah.
That's a jump scare.
Okay.
I like the slow roll scare. And when I say the slow roll scare, there's a movie called The Conjuring and Annabelle and The Conjuring 2. Great movies. They're very scary because what they do is the camera literally will sit there and slow roll across a whole entire room. And your eyes are glitching all over the place looking for something.
See what's going to happen.
Yeah, what are we looking at? And it's literally just an attic, and it's slow rolling. And it's slow rolling. And then it rolls back. And your mind's like going, okay, something's changed. I have to find out what it is. And it rolls back. And there might be a little Cupid doll in the corner that was like looking at the ceiling. And all of a sudden, as you scroll back, Cupid doll's, just kind of looking at you. It's just a small change in the scenery. And you're like going, okay, there's no one else in the room. That thing's alive. So there's a movie out right now that's getting a lot of buzz, which is on Netflix. God, Netflix is making. They're making after. I'm going out on a limb here. Halloween. they are slowly dropping the ball on movies. I'm going to say that. I'm going to go out on a limb and say they're slowly dropping the ball on the movies. They're beautifully produced.
Okay.
They're great. But the storylines themselves, not doing too good. And here is a movie right now that everyone's projectile vomiting, and I want you to watch this trailer. This is The Haunting of Hill House on Netflix. As I hit play, there we go. And we'll blow this up on the screen so everyone can see it. Not that big because I can't move the thing out.
Now I want you two to get good rest.
Hold on.
What if I have a bad dream?
Well, I'm sure we can handle any dream you have.
What if I dream that you sent us away into the dark and we get hurt? Really hurt? And what if I'm so sad and scared of the dark out there that I put poison in me for years and years until my blood turns into poison and my heart breaks right in half and I can't feel anything happy. Till I can't stand it anymore and I have to die. Until I'm on a silver table. Is my jaw wired shut? Would you wake us up from a dream like that?
A Netflix horror series. So there you go.
Yeah, because I was going to say, I didn't think it was just one movie, that it was a number of episodes.
I don't know how they're going to record. Anyways, the whole series is. I hope it gets better. I was honestly disappointed throughout the whole thing. It shows you that's the scariest part of the whole movie. Well, it's one of the few scary parts of the whole movie.
I haven't watched it
Was
yet.
that scene? Now, granted, don't get me wrong, it is done very, very well. It is, like I said, they spent a lot of money on the story. They spent a lot of money on great actors. They're not bad at all. No,
that woman that's in the bedroom with the kids,
right?
She's been around.
She was on Son-in-Law with Pauly Shore. I mean, that's a highly credited movie.
Yeah.
That's a joke. But anyway, she was in that. She was in the Pauly Shore's movie. Anyway, but the whole movie itself was shot very well. There's a scene where you can, and I'm not giving anything away, where the daughter is in the. There's 5 kids. Where have I heard that before? And they're grown up now, and the oldest female daughter is now a person who owns a morgue. What is that? Mortician. And her and her husband do that, and they have a funeral home. Called it. And so she decided, when the daughter passed away, I'm going to take care of her. And there's a scene where the father that they haven't seen for so long comes into the funeral home, and have the rows of pews and whatnot, and the girl at the body at the end. It is one shot. It looks like one shot. You ever seen like movies that do just one shot and no cuts, no nothing? The camera just rolls and it moves, and there's action here, and the camera rolls over here, and the movie moves over here. But there's literally no cuts. It's following a certain figure, whether it's walking into this room, and then the camera will leave that person and pick up on another conversation. And there's a scene that's about 13 minutes long. He literally leaves the funeral home parlor area and walks into the Hill House, the haunting house, and you could see it. You can see as he's walking down the hallway, it's getting darker and getting darker. Tim. It's not Tim Robbins. It's Tim. I forget his name. And he takes a left, and he's right in the house. And that scene just keeps going of him walking. It's beautifully done. The whole entire series is beautifully done. Scary? Not so much. Not puke vomiting. I want to see it again. I'm going to eat more crackers and then puke those out.
Yeah.
Not so much. All right. Well.
Well, now that we don't have to watch it.
Yeah. You know what actually would make me puke vomit is if I won the $1.6 billion lottery that's happening right now.
Oh, my goodness.
Stick around. I'm going to tell you about the lottery and what to do and what not to do if you win it. And I'm going to tell you what I'm going to spend my money on. You're listening to Deacon Live right here on Prophet Radio. Stick around. I'll be right back. Ready?
Yep.
Welcome back. You're listening to Deacon Live right here on Prophet Radio. My name is the Deacon. Over to my far right-hand side is Teacher-man.
Who just won the lotto?
No, you did. I swear to God, if you did. We are live from the Queen City studio located in downtown Charlotte, North Carolina. You know who actually won the lottery just with inventing something? So I asked you to bring your drone over the other day, and I feel bad that we didn't plug it in and charge it up or anything. Your drone.
Yes.
Okay.
I know what that is.
Okay. And you were like going, well, I don't have a data plan. I'm like, well, my phone does, and I want to put, will your drone, because you got a good-sized drone. Like, it's big.
It's about...
Jesus, is it that big?
Yeah.
I saw the box.
Yeah.
Now, if it goes up high enough, like your cousin, nephew, will it get shut down if it's near an airport?
If it's near a no-fly zone, it will.
Because, we have sometimes, out in the French, we've got local, what are they, crop dusters?
Yeah, no.
So we have local landing strips around here.
I don't believe they are radio operated. Where you have to contact radio to land, take off, or whatever. I think it's strictly VFR.
What's the threshold? I guess 5,000 feet, I guess?
Well, if you have emergency vehicles that are operating in that area, the height can be as low as 1,000 feet.
Well, we've got a commercial, not a commercial, but a
emergency.
Not emergency. I've seen helicopters, like military helicopters, fly across the back right over the arena. Anyway, so
maybe
I don't know, but the guy. How else do you take a selfie? Right, you take it with your phone.
Right.
And a lot of times they have the selfie stick. You seen the selfie stick, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah. All right. Whoa. Forget about it.
Yeah.
What if I could take the cell phone and put it right... Let me make sure I'm on the right camera here. Hold on, everyone. Make sure I got the right camera here. What if I said I could take this phone... You can see half my show beer gone. If I could take this phone... Where's my camera? Where's my sweet spot? If I could take my cell phone... I'm going to plug this. This is the show line. If I take this phone and if I let it, I'm going to take it and let it go and it just sit there. Without having to do anything, you set the timer. You set your timer on your... You don't even know how to answer your phone half the time. You set... You can,
Hey.
The camera... There's a camera on here, and just like the old school cameras, you could set the timer, the ding, and it would take the picture. All right, smile. Everyone keep smiling. Everyone keep smiling.
Well, what you're going to do is there's a holder that will hold your camera to my controller.
To your drone.
To my controller. No.
Okay.
No. The drone has its own camera.
Oh, I'm thinking that the phone goes up with the...
No.
Oh, and I thought
No.
you had the television screen on the controller.
No.
I totally...
That's the screen you're going to be looking at.
I stand erected.
And now, if the drone is taking a picture of you on the ground, erected, then you'll see it on your phone.
So the guy that's made $1 million, who's actually hit the lottery, is taking this cell phone and it has a way for it when you if the selfie stick. If I let it go, it'll actually sit there and float. You probably haven't seen that. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show it to you right now. Hold on, let me switch screens here. So always switching screens and make it more funny. Make it more funny to switch the screens. You ready? Here we go. Where's it at? Drone selfie. Are you ready? Check this shit out. Of course it's not available because I want it right now. Let's see if this was the one. Here we go. Nope, not available anymore. Well, anyways. So winning the lottery Winning the lottery. There's a lot of things that you. What would you do? What would the first thing you do? You know, everyone says, "I'll buy a car. I'll buy a house. I'll buy 2 cars. I'll buy 2 houses and smash them into each other."
First thing I would
First
want.
thing you want.
I would want to share it.
Okay.
I would have a lawyer and I would have a financial planner
Okay.
on hand.
Now, here's my question about that. How would you find a financial planner to handle that amount of money without them getting dollar signs in their eyes?
I have no idea.
Really? So I can go down to, Joe CPA or something or whatever, and I said, look,
You can throw it on a phone book. For all I care, and pick them out that way. Outside of there's probably websites that you can go to as far as honesty and stuff like that, and recommendations.
You would think there would be someone tied into the lottery system that says, okay, look, I'm an affiliate with the whatever lottery system that's going on. Let them know that here's my card. I'm true. I'm not going to steal money.
Could be.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I don't know if it's a fact or not.
So here's what they say. Hold on. Again with the screens. I know. So here's what to do when you win $1.6 billion. Now, by the time if no one hits tonight, it's going to go up automatically to $2 billion. But they're giving a 70% chance that it's going to hit tonight. And the reason why I say that is because just the laws of whatever. So we know that everyone on Tuesday night, that's tonight, will be glued to. I'm not going to be glued to my TV. I'd rather.
Wake up surprised.
Would you wake up surprised? You're driving to work, you're like, effing job. And
your wife calls you on your phone and says, guess what?
Yeah, no. And your wife goes, make sure when you get home and blah, blah, blah. And you're like, and you're reaching in your pocket because you never took your pants off from the night before. And you go, oh, you know what? Here's what I do. Here's my tradition. On the way to the studio, there is a billboard. And in numerous towns across, anyone who plays the Mega Millions or all that stuff is a billboard. And the billboard that I look at, on one side says Mega, and depending on what state you're in, the other one says Powerball. And it has always the numbers up on the screens, right? 3.2 million or 5.2 million. And then I always look at it and I go, if I drive by it, I haven't checked my numbers yet from the night before. If I drive by it and it's down to, from 1.6 now to whatever the mega money starts at, I think 12 million or something, you're like going, oh, look, someone won. That could be me. And then I get to work, I get to the studio, and I run upstairs, and I get on my laptop, and I go, check the numbers. Nope, didn't win. Damn it. But that's my tradition. I always watch to see if they've changed the numbers on the billboards to see if someone won first.
Yeah.
And then see,
right away whether you're going to get depressed or maybe.
Right, maybe. I could be it. So it's the largest lottery in U.S. history. If you're lucky enough to score the winning combo, you could be taking home a lump sum of $904 million. So,
I'd take it.
Would you take it?
I'd take it.
All right. Well, here's the biggest payouts have spawned numerous rags to riches stories over the years. They spelled disaster for some, so don't be a ding dong. Billy Bob Harold Jr. You can already tell he's already lost.
Yeah.
Won $31 million in 1997. Just 2 years later, committed suicide after being harassed by family and friends over saying the winning lottery was the worst thing that ever happened to me. William Post struck it rich in 1988 and won $16.2 million. And then his brother and wife killed him or something stupid. But this is before the internet. And all the stuff that, you didn't have any counseling. You didn't have anything, someone tell you how to win or what not to win, what to do with your money. Here's the first thing. Sign the ticket. If you win, sign the ticket.
Right. Nobody else can get anything from it if you sign it.
And put it in a secure place. Don't attempt to Don't attempt the prize money right away. Oh, don't accept. Sorry. I have a speech impediment. Don't accept the prize money right away. No matter how excited you get to deposit the huge check in your bank account, Jacob suggests holding it to as long as possible. The biggest things we urge players to do is to take their time. You know, prize monies, you can claim it in 180 days. Take your time, get everything set and get everything doing. Hire a team of professionals. This is what you said.
Right.
Hire a team of professionals. With hundreds of millions of dollars, it might seem like you can just throw the money at any problem, but it doesn't exactly work this way. The good news is you have plenty of cash and hire a slew of experts to manage everything from your finances to legal issues to personal relationships. It's funny. I was talking to one of the guys on the third floor here, and I said, he's getting ready to get married. And I said, and this was, I think 2 weeks ago. I said something to him. I said, hey, got tickets for the Powerball? I said, what do? You got everything all set up? And he's an older gentleman. This is his third marriage. He's 60-something years old. And he goes, if I win the lottery, me and this woman never existed. I will give her $2 million and send her on the way. The wedding is off. I'm like, for real? And he's like going, oh yeah. There's no way that money would keep us together even if we got married. We would be in, dire straits or whatever. I just couldn't, handle myself. I'm like,
golly.
I know, right? I mean, that's kind of shallow, but that's what he said. Stay quiet. Leave town for a while. It's step number 5. Let's see. My screen doesn't want to work because
Don't forget about all those taxes.
Well,
because there's a shitload of them that have to be paid.
Well, and that's what it says right here. Don't forget taxes. Even though it's a 1 point. Oh, I'm going to punch it. There's so much. Anyways, even the jackpot is $1.5 billion doesn't mean you exactly walk away with that amount. So most likely, half of it will go to taxes. So they say, including me, pay taxes and accept them and blah, blah, blah. Even if you walk away with $500 million, some sort of investment account that will earn money, all those earnings that you make on the investment are taxable. So set a budget. How do you blow through $500 million, right? Wrong. A huge sum of money you have to set a budget, basically, is what you have to do. I would, a lot of people do the lump sum because they want the lump sum. They want to throw it into, this and that and this and that. I would say I would take the annuities. I'm young enough. I'm young enough to take the annuities.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to have, I literally don't, and they take the taxes out during the annuities. Can you get it once a month or is it only once a year?
If it's an annuity.
Oh, right here. I'm sorry.
If it's an annuity, I'm sure it's based on annual.
Right. A financial advisor can tell you how much income you can receive monthly from your winnings. That's if you invest the whole entire thing. So yeah. I guess they're saying if you take the lump sum and put it into an account that
they're not going to put a check for $904 million in your hand.
Well, that's the lump sum. If you get that, if you take that
904 million,
and put it into an account and live off 2%, what's 2% of 904 million? I mean, and live off that per month. That's easy to do, but you would have to put it in an account that would tax and blah blah, and then donate to charity, do some good work with it. Help out your local churches, help out your local homeless shelters. A guy the other day, I was talking to him in the grocery line. Excuse me.
Hire a therapist. That's that's surprising.
Well, you need someone to talk you through a lot of issues. But there was a guy was standing in line at the grocery store, and he said, "You know what? $1.6 billion." I said, "Did you get your tickets?" He's like, "Going, man, I get it, but here we are. We have homeless people on the street. We have this and that, and all these children starving, poverty and all that stuff." And I said, "Well, it's not it's not like it's not the government's money. It's our money that we've been putting it. It's basically we're putting all this money into a big pool,
Right.
With a chance. So it's almost the equivalent of playing Monopoly. And every time, I don't know how you play Monopoly, but anytime you have to pay something to the bank or a tax or something, goes into the free parking in the center.
Right.
And then when you land on the free parking, you get all that money in the center, and everyone loses out on that.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yep.
So the lottery is free parking.
Lottery's free
stay
parking.
with me.
Well, I just wanted to puke over here and get it over with.
Don't puke. Don't puke. All right. So what else we learned today? Anything?
I don't know. St. Jude. I would make a huge donation to St. Jude.
What does St. Jude do?
St. Jude is basically their motto is no child should ever die of cancer.
Okay, but what if we don't have the cure for cancer?
Well, I'll tell you what. I happen to have seen, and I can't quote them off the top of my head because I don't remember them, the numbers between the 1960s and the present of how many people, how many children survive these certain severe types of cancer as a result of research. I'm talking about in the 80s and 90s percentile.
All right, so get to St. Jude. St. Jude.
Shriners.
Right. Wonder what the Shriners do. Oh, any
Burn.
What? Burn?
Burn
burn unit.
Burn clinic.
Oh, they were burning stuff. One of the things that I do recommend is the Ronald McDonald House. I had some good friends of mine. I don't know if you know what the Ronald McDonald House is.
Yes.
If your parents, if you're a couple and you have a child and it has to be in surgery or something that's happened for a long time, you live in this house and all your bills and all your stuff is taken care of while you're living in the Ronald McDonald House.
Right.
If your kids are preemies or qualify, they heart issues or lung issues or whatever the case may be. Ronald McDonald House is a great foundation as well.
I agree. And St. Jude's and Shriners has a similar thing.
Oh, okay. So, but there's a lot of good benefit out there for...
No parent pays the first nickel for any service that the St. Jude's does.
Really?
No medicine, no operations. All of their living expenses are paid for.
And how do you qualify for that?
Depending on your child.
What's going on?
What your child has.
Well, not to end on a sad note, but I wish everyone luck to win the $1.6 billion.
Yeah.
And just think about the people out there that are suffering, especially people in the Panhandle of Florida and all through Georgia and Mississippi, Alabama, and stuff that
bring Mexico Beach back.
Spring. Yeah, let's bring Mexico Beach back because we need a place. They need a place to live. So, on behalf of Teacher-man...
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Well, you call me sir today.
Okay.
I don't have the wig on. It's not Halloween yet. My name is the Deacon saying good night and good night.
Wait! Come back!
This is the end. The absolute end.
Écoute-moi.
These fucking glasses.
What's wrong with your glasses?
I can't get them clean.